Hi, in this tutorial we will see how we can create registration and login in ASP.NET MVC 5. To save your time, I have edited this video. Click on New Project and select ASP.NET Web Application. Name it MVC Login Registration. Click on OK. Now select MVC template. We are making custom login and registration, so select no authentication. Click OK. OK. Now Visual Studio will create our project and it will add necessary files in our project. Close this README page. First of all, we will add Entity Framework through NuGet. Right click on Project and select Manage NuGet Packages. Here you can find Entity Framework. Check that it's latest version and click on Install. Click on OK. Click on I accept. Now NuGet will add Entity Framework in our project and you can see the successful install message here in output window. Now close NuGet. Now we will make model. So right click on models folder, select add and select class. Name it user account. Add it. Come here at the top and write using system dot component model dot data annotations. Inside the class, add some C# properties. These properties will become constraints in our database table. First will be our key and property name is user ID. Add other properties like first name, last name, email, username, password, and confirm password. Now we will add validation with help of data annotations to our model. We will use the required attribute. This will force the user to fill that field. Otherwise, it will generate an error. This is a regular expression which confirms that the input is a valid email address. This is the data type, which is our password. So this is our model with validation. Save all. Now we will add controller. So right click on controller folder and select add and controller. Select MVC5 empty controller. Click add. Name it account controller. Here is our generated account controller class. To access the data from database, we need a DB context class. So come here and right click on models folder and add a class. Name it our DB context. Click add. In this file, add using system.data.entity and inherit it from DB context. Add a C# property with type DB set, user accounts, and name is user account. Save all. Back in our controller class, add a method for registration. So public action result register. Return view. This method will show the blank registration page, which is a HTTP GET request. After filling up this form, we will post it to the server. So we will need another method to perform this task. So add a new method, this time with HTTP post attribute. Public action result register. Add reference to our models. In our register method, pass user account as parameter. Now check if model state is valid. Now using our DB context, go to new, our DB context, we will add the user. So db.userAccounts.add our account parameter, and db.saveChanges to insert the user data to our database table. If we don't do this save changes, our data will not be saved to database. So always perform database context save changes to save data to your database. After registration, the user will get a blank registration page with successful registration message at the top. So add model state dot clear to clear the contents of all input controls, and in view bag add message equal to account dot first name blank space and account dot last name and string successfully registered. And in the last, return view. Now add methods for login. Public, action result, login. And then return view. This is a get method. For post method, http post attribute public action result login user account user. Using double tab our DB context DB equal new our DB context, enter, where USR equal to DB dot user account dot single and the lambda expression u dot username double equals user dot username and u dot password double equals user dot password. And if USR is not null, then add user info in session user ID equal user dot user ID dot to string and session username equal USR dot username dot to string and return redirect to action logged in. Logged in page will be like our profile page of user, which will show users info and indicate that our login is successful. Now if the login fails, then add error in model state dot add model error blank username or password is wrong. and in the last, return view. Now we will add method for logged in page. So public action result logged in, which is this logged in method. Now if session user ID is not null, then return view. Otherwise, return back to login page. Now our controller is complete. We will add views for these methods. There is no use of this index method, but I will use it to show the list of registered users. You can skip or delete it if you don't want. So using our DB context, DB, and return view with db dot user account dot to list. So let's add views, but before that, build your solution. Inside the registration method, right click and select add view. Leave name as it is. Template is create. Model is user account of our models, and select data context. Now click on add. This is our register view. Visual Studio has added all necessary controls in it automatically. Now add view for login. Right click and add view. And as earlier, add this view. We only need username and password for login. So delete all other controls from the login view. Change button text to login. Now save all. Back in account controller, add view for logged in. Right click and select add view. This time template will be empty. Add it. Here we will show user data from session. If session user ID is not null, then H4 hello and and username from session, username, dot toString. At last, if you want, you can add views for index. Template will be list, user account, and add. This view will show info of all users in table. We will not show passwords publicly, so delete these fields and also these links. Now for showing successful registration message in register view, at the top of the page add if viewbag.message is not null. This viewbag message is coming from our account controller. Now in a div we will add some bootstrap classes so this looks good with the page, and viewbag.message. Now save all and run the project. This is our registration page, so let's fill it. First name, my name is Siddharth. Last name, Mishra. Email, siddharth@gmail.com. This is not the real email. And username, Siddharth. Password and confirm password. Click on create. I should have named this button as register, sorry for that. And here we get the successful registration message with first name and last name, and all the input boxes are clear. We can also see the index page which shows the list of registered users, like here first name, last name, email, and username. So let's go to our login page. I forgot to add the link in the index view. And here is our login page. Let's do login. Username Siddharth and password is your password. Now click on login. And here we are on our login page, which is saying hello username, which is in my case is Siddharth. So we are on this page, it means our login is successful. So this was a simple login and registration in ASP.NET MVC 5. Thank you.